A city drowning in cocaine, streets filled with drug wars, money flowing like water. Now picture the cops, the ones supposed to fight it, turning into the criminals, robbing dealers, stealing millions in drugs and cash, and dumping bodies in the Miami River to cover their tracks. This isn't a Hollywood thriller like Miami Vice. It's the real story of the Miami River Cops, a gang of corrupt officers in the Miami Police Department who killed, robbed, and became drug lords themselves in the 1980s cocaine boom. How did a group of badge-wearing protectors become murderers? What pushed them over the edge? And how did it all unravel in one of the biggest police corruption scandals in U.S. history? Stay tuned. We'll dive into the chaotic 80s Miami, the gruesome crimes, the investigation, trials, and the lasting impact. This tale of betrayal is barely known today, but it's a chilling reminder of what happens when power corrupts. Could this happen in your city? To understand how this nightmare unfolded, let's go back to Miami in the mid-1980s, the epicenter of America's cocaine epidemic. The Colombian cartels, like Pablo Escobar's Medellin, flooded the city with drugs. Billions of dollars in cocaine poured in, turning Miami into a war zone. Hundreds of murders a year, the cocaine Cowboys era. Bodies dumped in rivers, shootouts on streets. The Miami Police Department was overwhelmed, with officers working endless shifts in a city where money tempted everyone. Enter the anti-drug units like CENTAC, Central Tactical Unit. These elite squads were meant to seize drugs and arrest dealers. But in the chaos, some cops saw opportunity. What if the line between cop and criminal blurred? For the Miami River Cops, it did, and it led to murder. The Miami River Cops, an informal name for a rogue group of 6 to 8 officers from the anti-drug unit, including Arturo de los Rios, Roman Rodriguez, Luis Rivera, and others. They started with skimming, taking a cut from drug busts, but quickly escalated to full-blown robberies and killings. Methods? Posing as legitimate raids, they burst into dealers' homes or boats, stole cocaine, kilos at a time, cash, hundreds of thousands, and valuables. Then, to eliminate witnesses, they killed the dealers and dumped bodies in the Miami River, weighted down with cinder blocks or chains so they'd sink. Specific cases from court records: U.S. v. De Los Rios et al., 1987 to 1989. July 1985. Robbed and killed 3 Colombian dealers on a boat, stole 400 kilograms cocaine, street value $10 million, shot victims, dumped bodies in the river. Evidence: ballistics matched police weapons, bodies found by divers with bullet wounds. 1986, another robbery. Killed dealer, stole $150,000 cash and 50 kilograms coke, body thrown in the river. Evidence: eyewitness testimony from surviving dealer, testified, plus financial records showing unexplained wealth in officers' accounts. Multiple incidents, at least 3 to 5 confirmed murders, bodies recovered from the river with ties to the cops' raids. Total stolen: over $3 million in cash and drugs per FBI estimates. They divided loot, cash hidden in safe houses, drugs sold back to streets through contacts. Victims were mostly immigrant dealers. Nobody would miss them. Evidence from investigation: eyewitness testimony from defector Arturo Bermudez. He flipped after arrest for drug theft. Ballistics reports linking bullets to police guns. Recovered bodies with forensic matches. Bank records showing sudden wealth. Example: officers buying luxury cars on cops' salaries. FBI wiretaps captured planning. We'll take the load and make them disappear. The scandal cracked open in 1987 when Officer Arturo Bermudez was caught stealing cocaine from the police evidence locker. Facing life in prison, he cut a deal with prosecutors and spilled everything about the group. FBI and Miami-Dade prosecutors launched Operation Lost Honor, a massive sting. They wiretapped phones, set up surveillance, and gathered evidence from informants. In July 1987, simultaneous raids on officers' homes found cash stashes, $50K plus in some, drugs, weapons with erased serial numbers. Arrests, 7 to 8 officers charged with murder, robbery, and drug trafficking. Bermudez's testimony was key. He detailed 5 murders and dozens of robberies. Evidence, FBI wiretaps, conversations about body dumps, forensic from river bodies, bullets matched service weapons, financial audits, unexplained $500K plus in officers' banks, witness statements from surviving dealers. The trials in 1987 to 1989 were explosive. Federal court in Miami. 7 officers convicted. Key quotes from courtroom, from transcripts. Arturo Bermudez, testimony. We killed them, took the drugs and money, and dumped the bodies in the river. He detailed tying weights to the bodies. Prosecutor Janet Reno, closing argument. These officers betrayed their oath. They became the criminals they swore to fight. Judge Sidney Aronovitz sentencing De Los Rios to 27 years. Your actions stained the badge and endangered the city. Sentences, De Los Rios and Arias 27 years each for murders. Rodriguez 30 years. Bermudez got 5 years for cooperation. Others 5 to 15 years. Evidence, court exhibits, recovered body photos, censored, ballistics reports, stolen cocaine samples, financial audits. The scandal led to massive reforms in Miami PD, anti-corruption units, stricter evidence handling, federal oversight. City paid millions in settlements to families of the victims. It inspired books like Miami River Cops and mentions in films about 80s Miami. Legacy showed how the drug war corrupted police, a warning for all U.S. departments. DOJ reports 1988 noted systemic issues in anti-drug units nationwide. The Miami River Cops turned the war on drugs into their personal gold mine at the cost of lives. This betrayal of trust is a dark chapter in police history. Could something like this happen today? What do you think? Comment below. Like if this shocked you, subscribe for more untold true crime stories. Sources in the description, check them out. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, and write your opinion in the comments.